welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Hannah and I create lifestyle videos that help us to live a little bit more intentionally. And today's video is all about healthy eating. I'm gonna share some things that I like to have stocked around my house to help me make better choices when it comes to eating on a regular basis, meal planning, and just kind of quickly throwing things together. So I think a big part of that is keeping things stocked in your home that makes it easy for you to make good choices. So I'm gonna be walking you through some basic things that I like to have stocked in my refrigerator, in my freezer, and even my pantry. I'm gonna make this a kind of quick video and just share some basic staples to have in your home to help you to eat a little bit healthier. I think it's also important to remember that it is okay to enjoy yourself as well. I think that's a part of living a really happy and joyful life, is to not restrict yourself too much, but I do try to eat pretty healthy on a regular basis. I would say about 80% of the time I try to stick to my diet, and then that other 20% if we're traveling or if we're going out to a really fancy restaurant, like I'm of course going to experience the dessert or experience the different foods that we have while we're traveling. So I think that's just important to mention, that this is not how we eat absolutely 100% of the time, but we do try to eat healthy in our house, and it makes us feel good, and definitely makes me feel like I have more energy and more to give to myself and to my kids. All right, let's just go ahead and jump into the video. For this video, I thought it would be a little bit easier if I did it kind of more vlog style, so that I could walk you through my refrigerator and kind of physically show you some of the things that we like to keep around our house. I usually shop at either Publix, Greenwise Publix, or Trader Joe's on a usual basis. Yesterday, we ended up going to Trader Joe's, and we did a full grocery run there. So most of the things that you're gonna see in the house today are from a Trader Joe's, and maybe occasionally some things from Publix. So I'll be sure to mention where they're from as I walk you through the video. So let's start with our refrigerator. I'm gonna walk you through some things that we like to keep in our refrigerator. I did not particularly clean or organize my refrigerator before doing this. I feel like I love aesthetically pleasing things, you know, especially like well-organized refrigerators. However, I think sometimes when we watch those things, it's just not realistic. This is really how our refrigerator looks. This is actually, you know, everything that we have stocked from a grocery run that we did yesterday, just to kind of give you a more, you know, like I said, realistic viewpoint. So we always have almond milk in our refrigerator because I try to avoid dairy at all costs. I use that to make my lattes and my smoothies. I have apple juice and regular milk for my son. I try to mix a little bit of apple juice with water. He's very picky, so I like to have that on hand so I can easily mix that for him. And then this next row is a lot of our sauces and dips. I'm obsessed with dips and sauces because I think, especially if you're eating healthy, eating a lot of salads or fruits and vegetables, your sauces are really what makes that yummy and exciting for you. So this is an organic buffalo style hummus. I am obsessed with this. It is so delicious to dip with cucumbers, carrots, or crackers. I have vegan cream cheese. Like I said, I try to avoid dairy, so this is really great on wraps, toast, things like that. I also have a tzatziki dip. We have some chocolate hummus that is from Trader Joe's as well. So those are just a couple of dips that we have on hand to make our veggies a little bit more delicious. I picked up some fresh salmon because we're gonna be cooking that here pretty soon. So that's a really great healthy dinner option. Of course, I get eggs. These are cage-free eggs from Trader Joe's. And then I always make sure that I have berries on hand. I have blueberries, raspberries, and strawberries. In the mornings, I love to have a bowl of fruit with a little bit of goji berries on top. Fruit is so great for your system. It helps to kind of clear things out in the morning if you have it on an empty stomach. If you only eat fruit, then it's gonna go through you within 20 minutes. Just a really great way to start your day. So another way that I really love to start my day is actually with celery. So I actually try to juice celery on a regular basis. You may have seen that in another video of mine. So I usually try to pick up some organic celery and I juice this alone by itself in my juicer. I also like to have some kale and some spinach. This is what I use to throw in my smoothies every single morning, or sometimes I'll have smoothies for lunch. So these are great just to kind of stuff your blender full of you know, greens, and then you can throw some frozen fruit and stuff, which I will get to in the freezer section. I always have avocados on hand because I have avocado toast almost every day as well. I use a gluten-free toast, spread some avocado on there, and then I also will usually slice up some tomatoes as well. And here we have some just kind of drinks. We like sparkling water a lot, so especially if you know, you're trying to get away from more sugary drinks like soda, it's a great place to start if you are looking to be a little bit healthier in your life. Then I have some beers and stuff for my husband. And then down here I have some more fruits and vegetables because I bought a lot recently. I love to roast vegetables, so I will use carrots, Brussels sprouts, broccoli, butternut squash, and honestly my favorite way is to literally cut up all of the vegetables onto a baking sheet, throw coconut oil, salt and pepper on there. It is so good. You can have it as a side dish with salmon or chicken. You can throw it into a tortilla wrap and top it with like tzatziki sauce or hummus. You can throw it in with your eggs in the morning with an egg scramble. So having a bunch of vegetables on hand just to saute or roast in the oven is just a great way to eat healthier. And then this is my son's little snack drawer. We have some little Go-Gurts for him, some cheese sticks, and just these little vegetable pouches. We're going into the freezer section. Some things that I love to keep in my freezer are frozen fruit. I put this in a smoothie with kale and spinach, and I'll show you some other things that I put in my smoothies as well. So you can get frozen fruit anywhere. I do try to make sure that it's organic. And then I like to freeze my bananas. So I will just grab a bunch of regular bananas in the produce aisle, and I will just kind of cut them in half and throw them in these little Ziploc bags to make them blend and taste a little bit better in a smoothie. I feel like smoothies taste better with frozen bananas as opposed to regular bananas. So I have two different types of breads in my freezer. I usually like to keep bread in my freezer just so they don't go bad, especially if they're like a gluten-free. This is by Food for Life. This is a brown rice gluten-free bread. And then this is an Angelic Bakehouse 7 grain bread that I got from Costco. This one is from Publix, I believe, and this one's from Costco. So these are some brown rice tortillas. I will have this for lunch a lot as well. I'll put a bunch of vegetables in here, whether it's red peppers, cucumbers, hummus, avocado, tomato, and a little bit of just some sort of one of those sauces, like I said, buffalo sauce or cream cheese, and I will roll it up and have that for lunch. You can also, I love these veggie burgers from Trader Joe's, so this also tastes really good in a wrap if you just throw this on the stovetop really quickly. I don't know if I mentioned at the beginning of the video, but I am a vegetarian. My husband does eat meat, so as you can see, we'll have some frozen chicken and things like that in our freezer. That's usually for him and my son, but I will still eat fish, but I try to avoid any red meat or chicken. So a couple other things we have are these cauliflower and broccoli pizza crusts that we have in our freezer. I like to top it with pizza sauce and make our own pizzas. It's a quick and easy dinner idea. I have organic chicken nuggets for my son. He loves eating these almost every single day. And then I have some other quick and easy side dish options. These are these colorful carrot coins that are from Trader Joe's, as well as this kale gnocchi, which is from Trader Joe's as well. I'm sorry if you can hear my son in the background, if he's wandering around. He is almost 3, so we are getting close to skipping the naps. So a big part for me of eating healthy is having a lot of vegetables and fruits on hand. I love having organic tomatoes. This is what I put on top of my avocado toast in the mornings. I love roasting sweet potatoes. This is another great thing to put in tortillas. I like to make black bean and sweet potato enchiladas. I love making black bean and sweet potato tacos. So they're just a really great thing to have on hand. I also have onions. That's something that tastes really good roasted on a baking sheet. And then obviously we use onions for so many different parts of cooking. And then lemons as well. Lemons are really great in green smoothies. They add a lot of flavor to things. You can make salad dressings out of them. So those are some basic vegetables that I like to have on hand, and I keep them in a little bowl like this on my kitchen counter. I also have these organic Fiji apples. These are really great to cut up and put into smoothies. Put a little bit of kale, spinach, an apple, banana, some coconut milk, some protein powder, a super healthy, great little smoothie there for you. Of course, you can put them with peanut butter and other things. I've even seen my sister actually slice up apples and put it on toast with like almond butter, and she bakes it in the oven and it looks incredible. I think she put some cinnamon on top, so that's another really great option as well. Since it's the season for peaches, I picked up a whole bunch of peaches from Trader Joe's because they're in season and they taste really great. All right, so the last place that I'm gonna take you through is some key pieces that I like to keep in my pantry. So let's start with the thing that I literally eat the most, which is chickpea pasta. This is something that you can get from Costco, Target. It's by the brand Banza. That is the brand to get. That's my favorite one. It has like 23 grams of protein in it, so it's super high in protein, especially if you are a vegetarian. So we always have to have like a ton of this on hand. My favorite pasta sauce to go with it is by Rayo's. It has really, really low sugar. It only has, I think, 4 grams of sugar. It just tastes a lot more hearty and fresh. It just is some of the best tasting pasta sauce that I've ever had. So I am so picky to where I really won't eat any other pasta sauce. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Hi. What kind of snacks do you like to eat? You want a yogurt? I also like to have a lot of gluten-free crackers on hand, so I have these sweet potato crackers that are from Trader Joe's. I love dipping that buffalo style hummus in it. I also like to keep these gluten-free seed crackers on hand. I like to put them in bulk in a container like this. These crackers I think are from Costco, but you can get crackers like this anywhere. They're gluten-free seed crackers. If I'm in a hurry, then I love RX bars. I just think they taste so good. They're great to keep in your purse if you're on the go, or if you have to run out the door for a really quick breakfast. This is my favorite flavor that you can only find at Trader Joe's. This is the chocolate raspberry, plus the packaging is literally so adorable. But I've only been able to find this flavor at Trader Joe's, so just keep that in mind. This is a great vegan source of protein. I add this to all of my smoothies. It does not taste good on its own, so just make sure that you put a lot of fruit and stuff in it, but this is a really, really great way to get, I think, omega-3, is that the good one? Whatever the good source of omega is, this has this in there. The other thing that I like to add to my smoothies is this collagen peptides powder. Collagen is really great for your skin. It's great for your joints and your muscles. So I'll add 2 scoops of this to my smoothies as well. And then if I'm making like a chocolate banana smoothie, if I'm in the mood for something super sweet, kind of like a dessert, then I will add this cacao powder in it. It's basically the healthier version of cocoa powder. It's actually a superfood, so it's a great way to make you feel like you're being healthy, but it still adds so much chocolatey flavor to any of your smoothies. Obviously, we have so much more food in our pantry that I could go through. Some other things that we have on hand is black beans and chickpeas, and a lot of honeys and just different protein powders and things like that. So let me know if you like this video. I'd be happy to do a part 2 or share the rest of the things that are in my pantry as well. After filming snack, I have my buffalo hummus and my sweet potato crackers. So good. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope that you were able to kind of pick up some inspiration of what to add to your next grocery list when you go shopping, and just give you some ideas of how you can include some healthier items just around your house. If you enjoyed this video, if you liked kind of seeing what was in my refrigerator, the healthy living tips, or if you liked a more vlog style video, then definitely give this video a thumbs up. Please be sure to subscribe, share it with a friend, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.